Hello and welcome to the Real Estate Regroup Show. I am your host, LJ Walker, a real estate investor helping you realize your dreams of owning a home or investing in one. Well, as many of you are aware, inflation has hit and we are really more or less in the beginning stages of a recession, right? So, what are some quick tips for you to do right now when it comes to your money? How to actually ride the wave of the recession and try to be on top. Okay, well, the first thing is this: whether you are a homeowner or not, an investor or not, you should be looking at ways in which you can improve your credit. And if for those of you who do already have good credit, you want to go and try and get approved for a credit line. Even if you don't need the money at this particular time, you never know what's going to happen. Several companies are already laying people off. So a bill recently, as a matter of fact, a tax bill hit me right across the face because one of the homeowners that I have a note on, they paid their taxes, but the check bounced. So to prevent it from going to the auction, I actually had to pay their taxes, and it was a lot of money. Now, am I going to get my money back from that homeowner? Yes, but I know I'm not going to get it back tomorrow. I know I'm not going to get it back right away. Okay, so I'm letting you know, because of all of these unexpected expenses that come up, you should apply for a credit line, and a business credit line, particularly those of you who are entrepreneurs. But you can get a personal credit line for those of you who actually have credit cards. Typically, you don't pay anything unless you actually use it, number one. And number two, for the first year, most of them is 0% interest. So I encourage you to go and get yourself a credit line. For those of you who have a home or even multiple homes, you want to also tap into the equity of your home and get an equity line of credit if you can. Some of you are not going to be able to because you may have bought your home in a subsidy and the subsidy has not lapsed. So unfortunately for you, you can't go down this particular route. But for the rest of you, you can get a home equity line of credit. You can tap into the equity of your home. Again, you're not going to be charged anything until you actually use the money. And what is great about these products is that when you do use the equity, it is tax deductible. Okay? But it's just good to have this money sitting on the side just in case anything unexpected happens. All right? Okay. Next, moving right along. Let's say you are a homeowner and you have that subsidy. You can't tap into the home equity line of credit. Let's say you don't have a business, so you can't tap into business line of credit. Yes, you can tap into personal credit for those of you who have credit cards, but I know some of you don't use credit cards at all because you think credit is the devil. Well, there is something else that you can use and that you should look for, and that those are grants. That's right. There are grants for homeowners. There are grants for people who want to be homeowners. There are grants for businesses, different types of businesses that are minority owned, businesses that are women-owned, businesses that are veteran-owned, businesses that are located in certain areas, certain neighborhoods, and then each state also may have their own set of grants that are different from what's located elsewhere. Where do you find information on those grants? Different places. You can find them in NACE, N-A-S-E, which is the National Association for the Self-Employed. You can find them on YouTube. There are a couple of channels which give general grants, like She Boss Talks is one. You can also visit your local representative. They'll have grants and won't put them on the internet. I don't understand that, because many of them do have web pages. Some of them do put them on, but they'll only put like a few. They won't put all of the grants on. I can't tell you or explain why. From what I see when I follow several of them, I don't believe the people who are handling their web pages are up to snuff. It seems as though they probably have someone who volunteered, who created that website for them, or who is updating it. So when someone volunteers, they don't always do as thorough of a job. And this may not sound fair, but they may not do as thorough of a job as someone who actually is paid to do it. So those are several of the areas where you can go, where you should request a grant. Okay. Your local representative, your local senator, your local assemblyman, your local community board, your local state office buildings. You want to actually go visit those places and just ask. Just ask around. Some of you may be afraid. Go with someone if you are afraid, but ask. Speak to the security guard, and the security guard, a lot of times, they will direct you to someone in the building that can assist you. But yes, information is located on the internet, information in various places. Clubhouse now and then will even have various rooms where they'll even talk about what grants are coming up and when do they expire, when they're due. So, go and visit as many as possible, as many venues that you can as possible. Get that money, even if you don't need it, even if you're just going to put it to the side for right now. I say apply for it, because you never know. And even if you hesitate to apply for it, I say still go and investigate and see what's out there, because you never know when you are going to need it. And a lot of times it's not good when you need it last minute, because there's so much paperwork that's involved that it takes time for it to get processed. That's why needing money at the last minute is really not the best thing that you can do. Okay? All right. And listen, don't neglect, you have financial advisors out there, particularly the free financial advisors that are designated by the government, which also can assist you on what federal aid and what state aid is available to help you out in case there is something that does arise at the last minute anyway. So guys, that's all I have for you tonight. Hopefully the information that I've shared will help you make smart financial moves. Feel free to pass this amongst your friends. Remember, each one, reach one, teach one. Bye for now. Until next time, have a good night.